Now I will call upon Dr. Sinappa, Coordinator, Experiential Learning or Hands-on Training, to welcome the guests on the dais and off the dais.
Very good morning to all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, respected senior teachers, all HODs, and also my dear students. I am very happy to see our great university ambassadors, because in another 5 days, our students, they will complete the degree program and they will become the ambassadors of our university. So I think this is a very great occasion to see our all fourth year students. And this will be the last event in your undergraduate program. This is a 2 days finishing school program. In this 2 days program, Mr. H. Sagar is a program facilitator. He will provide a lot of information about different types of skills which is required in 21st century, like soft skills, interview skills, leadership qualities, time and stress management, then about the verbal and non-verbal communication skills, etc. I think this is a great opportunity to our students to learn about all these skills, and also to share your experience, your views, your thoughts with our Mr. Sagar sir in this 2 days program. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our respected Dean Agri, Dr. N.B. Prakash sir, Dr. N.B. Prakash sir, because of his continuous efforts and dedication, this program you are organizing today in our university, first in the history of the university. I hope, sir, all our students will take the benefit of this program to develop the agriculture education system in the entire country. And also this program is more helpful to our students to prepare their roadmap for their bright future. With this brief background about this finishing school program, I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this finishing school inauguration program organized by College of Agriculture, GKVK Bangalore, under the leadership of our beloved Dean Agri. Firstly, respected Dean Student Welfare, Dr. S.V. Suresh sir, is accepted our invitation to inaugurate this program. Sir, with your support and directions, our students are going to bring laurels to our university. Sir, on behalf of all our teachers and students, and personally, with a great pleasure, I welcome you to this inauguration program, sir. Then Mr. H. Sagar is a political and educational philosopher, international educationalist, a researcher, and also a national sports person. In volleyball, I think so, sir. Basketball. He will be with us in another 2 days. He will facilitate to organize this program, and he will create a roadmap for our final year students for their bright future. Sir, on behalf of all everyone presented here, and also on behalf of our college, I heartily welcome you to, sir, this program. I take this opportunity to welcome our beloved Dean Agri, Dr. N.B. Prakash sir. With his support and directions, we take all the steps and measures for organizing this program in a befitting manner. Sir, a special and a warm welcome to you, sir, this program. I would like to welcome all HODs, ELP course teachers and students to this finishing school inauguration program. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you to this program. I wish all the best for all the students for two days finishing school program. I thank all the dignitaries on the dais and all the participants who are gathered here for providing this opportunity to me. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sinappa. And I welcome you heartily for this program. It's a time to inaugurate the program by digital way. So I request Dr. S.V. Suresha, Dean Student Welfare, US Bangalore, to inaugurate the function. And I request Sagar sir to join him. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inaugurating the program. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I request Dr. S.V. Suresha, Dean Student Welfare, to address the gathering and also to deliver the inaugural address.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Okay. Respected Dean Agri, Dr. Prakash, and then the program facilitator, Mr. Sagar, a well-known personality trainer, a good sportsman, and as Dr. Sinappa said, a philosopher also. And then the HODs, the hands-on training teachers, and the students who are going to finish your school today. Maybe on 14th, I don't know. By 14th, you are finishing your school. So the college thought of organizing a finishing school program. But as I understood by the term, the finishing school program, you are completing your degree, but it doesn't mean that you are stopping your learning. It's just, last time also I was spoke on a spotlight syndrome, where you people are going out of the spotlight syndrome now. The spotlight said, it's like a theater artist. If you move on the stage of the auditorium, the light which is focused on you will always be trying to focus on the person who is performing on the stage. So we all think everything is following me. So if I am performing, the spotlight moves on me. So when I am walking in the campus, I think that everybody is watching me, how I have dressed, how I am looking, or have I colored my ears properly, have I dressed properly, right? So we are under that syndrome. But I tell you, it's just a myth which doesn't help you in any way in your future or maybe in your career. It's just a myth where you feel that everything is following you only. So there is an ad in a Hutch mobile phone. Wherever it goes, wherever you go, our network follows. But it's not the case everywhere. But what we need to do it right now. After finishing this program, most of you may be looking for your career opportunities. What kind of career I can pursue? Sometimes we feel, yes, I need to go for this, I need to do this, or I need to pursue this particular thing. Some of you may be thinking of joining MSc, post-graduation, or some of you may be thinking of going for the competitive examinations like civil services, or the administrative services, or the bank services. Or some of you may be thinking of pursuing the unconventional careers. When I say unconventional career, most of you, yesterday we were in the North Block auditorium and there was an excellent farm advertisement programs. And really it was a wonderful program where we could see our students exhibiting their unconventional career options, like a very good film director, a very good script writer, a very good actor. We don't know how many of you may get into this, but unfortunately, the extremist parents' ambitions will not allow us to go for this. Am I right? Don't feel bad if I say extremist parents, because always we think my son has to be a good doctor, a good engineer, or he needs to become a professor in agriculture university, or he needs to bring the gold medal after his BSc AG or MSc AG. These people will push you to a particular positions where the students may not be able to cope up with the extremist ambitions of the parents. Then what happens to me? Then the failure starts in my life. I may get into a career which I am not expecting it, or for which I am not ready myself. So this is what we say. All these years you have practiced 4 years. Everybody read, everybody studied, everybody took examinations. Everybody scored good marks. But unfortunately, what happens sometimes, we think I can also do this, I can also do this. Everybody feels, why not me? Why not me? There is nothing wrong in it. But practice alone will not make you a perfect person. But it should be surrounded or molded by the capabilities which is required for your career development. So that is what we say, the self-belief, whether I am capable, whether I can do this, or am I not able to do this particular job. People say, sometimes we used to hear to the students, what are you planning for after this undergraduation? They used to say, I want to take IAS. I want to go for civil services. But am I equipped myself with the required capabilities to take the examination of civil services, where you can see hardly only 600 people out of lakhs of students? Can you be one among them? Or can you be able to get through the preliminary examinations or the main exams? So such kind of things has to be associated. This is where I want to link this after school, the finishing school program, with equipping yourself with the required capabilities for achieving the goals, whatever that you have set for in your student days. Is it not? Unless you equip yourself with the capabilities, probably you may not be able to get through all these things. So we have seen Virat Kohli, we have seen Sachin Tendulkar, you have seen a lot of cricket players. Everybody practice. Is it not? They start at morning 6, throughout the day they practice. But at the end of the day, only people who got that capabilities of sighting the ball within a fraction of a second, taking the ball to the place where no players are there, that capabilities they have developed. That's why they could be able to click in the present cricket world. So such kind of capabilities normally we are lacking. But to develop capabilities, we need people like Kishoriya, because they are the mentors. They are the counselors who take you or who will guide you to a particular direction where you can take up your profession in a very competitive mode. So for which, what happens? Most of the times, after the degree programs, we join the master degree. Just because the fear of facing the future life. We say, what else? The easy method, get into the MSc. Till what time? Till I get a job. Or even after completing MSc, what we will do? We don't want to face the life. We don't want to face the challenges that may throw to us by the life. So what we do? We think of joining PhD. Is it not? Just postponing the challenges that we can face in the life is just what we are thinking of. Anyway, you need to face them. even maybe after PhD. It's not very easy for all of us to get into the things. So normally what we say, we will go for the routine career options. We don't search for the other options which are required for us. So under such circumstances, normally what happens? Always there will be a failure with us. But once we fail, we think that is the end of our career. It can't be. It is just a milestone for me. If you are traveling a particular place, you have to pass through a lot of milestones. And one failure will never destroy your career or will never destroy your life. So there is a possibility that I can get back into the success story also. But what we get normally with the small failure, we will get disheartened and we feel that it's not my cup of tea. Why I have to do this? Or when I am doing all these things, why I am not able to succeed? So there is something which you are lacking, maybe in the form of capabilities. All of us face interviews. We do well in the written test, but when we go to a oral Viva OC, most of our students, you just ask MSc or PhD students, even answering for 40% of the questions by the external examiner is a tough time for them. Why? Have they not read? Or why they have not scored well? They did well in the written examination, but what happens? You have not developed the capability of communication. You have not developed the capability of facing the people. And last time I was just distributing the prizes in the auditorium. I'm sorry, most of the students, while shake handing with the guests, they feel shy. They say that I am a sportsman and I have thrown this shot put 30 meters, 40 meters with that big hand. But when you are shaking hand, you are a little bit shaky. You are very shy, where you don't want. That shows that you have no self-confidence. Come out with that. The finishing school program, what I feel, Mr. Sagar, at least you make our students equipped with that self-confidence, self-belief. They should believe themselves. Or otherwise, what happens? Whatever they have learned in the colleges will go as a waste. Most of us fail in communicating what I mean, what I want to communicate to the people. And most of the times we are obligated to others. Don't be obligated. Sometimes it is better to say no to others. Promptly you have to say, no, I can't do this. Don't force me to do this. But unfortunately, what happens? We never say no. Always we say, no, Dana. Martini. So such kind of answers will take away from the things. And in addition to this, it's also required to have certain qualities for after completion of your school programs, finishing school programs. You need to be more positive and don't get distracted from your goals, whatever that you have set for. Most of the times what happens, we will be holding our mobiles in our hand. We will be watching TV at the same time having our lunch or dinner. All the three you can't do justice for all the three. That distracts. If you are using mobile, you use the mobile, don't watch the TV. So everything, whatever that we are addicting nowadays, they are distracting or taking away from our major goals, which we have set in our career. Today we will decide, tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, I will get up and study. But when morning 6 o'clock alarm bells rings, what we do? Let me start from tomorrow. You always keep on postponing the things which may take you away from your goals. Is it not? So what we require after you are finishing your school program, normally we expect you to raise your standard of life rather than standard of living. Everybody is having watches with you, wrist watches, maybe hundreds of brands, maybe a year, right? What's the time now? Is there any change with anybody's watch unless it is corrupt or it's out of order? So whatever may be the quality of watches, Rado or the HMT or Titan or something else, but the time will remain the same for all of us. Kindly make use of it, because it is not the standard of living which shows that whether you are, if you are traveling to Bombay, whether it's in first class, the business class plane, or maybe a regular class, does it make any difference for your to reach your destination? So it's ultimately what we require. You think of raising your standard of life rather than the standard of living. So most of us feel, what is this? My parents are not helping me. My parents are not, if they would have allowed, I would have been an engineer like Sir M. Visheshwaraya now. But if you have joined for BSc AG, why can't you succeed in this? Why can't you do well in this particular degree program itself? So students, kindly make use of these kinds of facilities where the university is very eager to organize just to make our students, a good or a better citizens of this university, of this country, as well as Dr. Sinappa said, the better ambassadors of this university, where you can spread the good things of this university all over the country or the world. You have every options, everybody have the equal opportunities, but a wise person is one who tap the opportunities at the right time. You make use of it. Mr. Sagar, as I heard, is a very good communicator who can influence people. Because normally when we say a mentor, he should get into the minds of the individuals or minds of the students with whom he communicates. So make use of his capabilities. Try to come out with very good capabilities are the skills which you require to face your career after your degree program. Always, what I mean to say, the change is inevitable, but at the same time, it is very painful, but it's very slow process. At least now you try to change. You have enjoyed sufficiently for 4 years, and now it's time to build your career, to see the possibility of building a good career, maybe in terms of many of the things what you aspire. We say, I'm aspiring for this, but you kindly equip yourself with the required capabilities and the skills to have this particular thing. And at the same time, we are very grateful to this university where we are aiming at bringing out very good programs. And most of us think the finishing school programs is at the end of the degree program. But what I feel, Dr. Prakash, let it be an integral part of all your courses. Or otherwise it will become just a program like any other program. Each course should have something to offer to the students in building their capabilities or the skills. Because there is nothing wrong in making the students to develop the communication abilities by making them or asking them to present certain topics in the classroom by themselves, or conducting some mock tests with the students, or asking the students to conduct certain experiments on their own. At least let them exhibit, never mind whether you succeed or fail, but ultimately whatever that you have done is more important for all the teachers. So kindly see that you take an opportunity in all the courses and let it be a part of your finishing school program, and let it not go as just a one program where, since we have started this only for 2 days, I'm damn sure that Sagar can't change all the 400 minds. It may be you can influence them, but sustaining that influence for a longer time will be your responsibility. You can light a candle, but you should see that it burns forever. So that is your ultimate objective or the goal. Kindly be with him, make use of his capabilities. And what I can say that career, the unconventional career, best example is Mr. Kishore now. You would have been a very good engineer, or you would have been a very good film actor, I don't know. But with this, he has become he was a very good sports person, a very good personality trainer. And he has chosen a field. If you go back and say, yesterday when I said you people have clapped, you go back home and you tell your parents, I want to become a script writer for the film. How many of them will stand with you? So most of them, okay, but that is what I said. First, fall in the mainstream. You practice unconventional careers as your hobbies or for a passion. Once you click, you can get into this. So you have both the options, like the following the mainstream career along with the unconventional career streams also. You know why? It's just because we call it as a fallback options. Once if you fall back in any of your careers, then immediately you have a alternative with you. So kindly be with him and get a rich experience from his, sometimes we say very inspirational things from him, and let this first program give us a very good lessons so that we can make use of it in our subsequent programs also designed for the next year students. So at the same time, I thank the organizers for calling me for this particular program and to have a small exchange of my thinking with all the final year students who are just stepping out of their degree program. And with this, let me thank all the organizers and also the participants here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for addressing the students and guiding them to move in the right path. Choose a good career for money as well as for social prestige. And along with that, please choose your unconventional career also whenever you feel to take it up. Okay, so that you can fulfill your dreams as well as your parents' dreams. Thank you so much, sir. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce the program facilitator, Mr. A.H. Sagar. He has got a wonderful biodata to be read. I'm privileged to read his biodata. He is a political, moral, educational philosopher and international educationist. And he's a researcher, and basically he's a national sports person, particularly for basketball. I think that sports person in him, taking him to everywhere and making success in every nook and corner wherever he's putting his hands. So he is a multidisciplinary person in true sense. He has, he graduated, master graduation in English. Then he moved on to Edinburgh, where he did his master's in education and educational philosophy. That's where he has been formally introduced to analytic philosophy. After that, completing his master's in Edinburgh, he moved on to London. So joined the prestigious University College London. There he started, this is one of the best institute and first institute in the country. So from there, he started his research in education and human brain. Now I'll read his contributions. His breadth and depth of knowledge spanning across the education, philosophy, linguistics, politics, biology, machine learning, multidisciplinary approaches to learning, research methods as well as methodologies. From that, IoT, that is Internet of Things, biomedical, neural signal processing, and another fascinating word is deep learning as well as design thinking. Then also he is specialized in ethics, volatility of free markets and so on, and the very important buzzword, that is skills for entrepreneurial pursuit, including NEP and soft skills and so, including engineering and all. All over the world, he has given more than 700 lectures and addressed more than 5 lakh students. So now I think you can guess his horizons wherever he has touched upon. So he had conducted successful workshop for the parents, professors, principals, parents, academicians, and including the policymakers. And he tried his best to create awareness among them. So he is coaching students to take their careers, to become a very strong individuals, to choose the best careers. He usually says that he gained a lot of energy from his confidence as well as courage by being a sports person. So being a lifelong learner, he says that more he learns, he realizes that how little he knows. That is a very decent way of putting him in front of the community, in front of the society. Sir, our students are privileged to have you as a, I think one word, personality developer or guider or a motivator. So now I call upon Mr. A.H. Sagar to address the students, motivate the students, encourage them to take up their careers.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, all the respected dignitaries on the dais, my dear students of the dais, all the professors over here. Thank you very much for having me here in the college. I'm very happy to be here with you all. I'm not going to speak much now because 2 days I'm going to bore you to death. I mean, at least I hope not. I hope we'll have a fantastic time. There'll be a lot of activities. I'll make you jump and dance. Don't think you're going to be sitting in your own place. We'll do a lot of activities together. And I'm absolutely sure that in the process, I'll learn a lot from you all. It'll be an exchange of ideas. We'll have good interactions, discussions. I want some good questions as well, so that we can interact. Whatever little I've learned in the course of my journey, I'll talk about it in this lecture. I was in St. Joseph's College in Bangalore. It was an English department and I was speaking in English. And you know, last benches in the class are my favorite because I myself was a last bencher. I was a notorious student in the school. My parents were frequent visitors in principal's office, regular complaints all the time. Because being a last bencher, it was notorious. So this last bencher in St. Joseph's College said, sir, this is Karnataka. You speak few words in Kannada. So I said, ಸುಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ತನ್ನ ಅನಾಗರಿಕ ಪ್ರತಿಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಯಂತೆ ಅತಾರ್ಕಿಕ ನಿಲುವಿಗೆ ಶರಣಾಗಿ ದೋಷಿಯಾಗಲಾರ. ಹಾಗಾಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೌರಾಣಿಕಗೊಳಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಅಪೌರಾಣಿಕ ಸತ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಇನ್ನು ಮುಗಿದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪೌರಾಣಿಕಗೊಳಿಸಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಅಪೌರಾಣಿಕ ಸತ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ವಿಲೀನಗೊಳಿಸುವ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದೆ. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡೋ ಮರೆ ಅರ್ಥರಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. So the idea that if you speak in English, you can't speak in Kannada is a myth. You can speak in Hindi as well. And in the course of this journey in my schedule, we're going to discuss about all these aspects. Very last benchers ನನ್ನ favorite ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗಬೇಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಬಹಳ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಪೆಟ್ಸ್. ಟೀಚರ್ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಸರ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ಯು ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಇವರು ಬಹಳ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚರ್ಸ್. ಅವ್ರು ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾಳೆ ನೀವು ಎದುರಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕರು ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಪರಿಚಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಗ್ರಿನ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಡಲ್ ರೋ ಇರೋರು. ಮಿಡಲ್ ರೋ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ. ಮಿಡಲ್ ರೋ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಹೋರಾಟನಾರ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಎರಡೂ ಬೇಡ. We'll always be sitting ಆ ಕಡೆಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಈ ಕಡೆಗೂ. So that's also a bit of problematic. So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫರ್ ನಡಿಬೇಕು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಧೈರ್ಯ, ಕರೇಜು, ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್, ಎಂಥೂಸಿಯಾಸಮ್, ವರ್ಸಿಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹ್ಯುಮಿಲಿಟಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಸೇರಿ ಮಧ್ಯ ಬೆಂಚ್ನವ್ರನ್ನ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು. So that's when things change. And in the course of this journey, yeah, don't just think that oh yaro bandru foreign inda sha antar English nage namige artha agalla avaru helodu ಆತರ ಅಲ್ಲ. We'll interact because in the course of this journey I want you to really learn. Okay, so let's try to learn as much as possible, and in the course of time we'll laugh and we'll have a fantastic time. Thank you very much and hope to have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much sir. ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗಲೇ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟಾಕ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದೊಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಝಲಕ್ ನೀವೀಗ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ನಾವ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಅವರ್ ಡೀನ್ ಅಗ್ರಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಎನ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಸರ್ ಟು ಡೆಲಿವರ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ರಿಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Suresh, Dean Student Welfare, Mr. A.H. Sagar, we call him as Athani H. Sagar, and my dear beloved students and all the course teachers of hands-on training, experiential learning, who are all here in this platform. Just after listening to the words of Mr. Sagar for 2 minutes, I thought of reducing my talk for maybe for just 4 to 5 minutes, because his time is very much essential so that you can extract all the inputs and make it as real outputs from you people. Coming to the actual program of today's, as a part of your academic activity, the finishing school program, as mentioned by Dr. Sinappa, is for the first time being implemented at UAS Bangalore. That is the first state agriculture university which started introducing this concept. And that is actually for a period of 5 days plus 1 day as an assessment part. That too for the final year students while completing their hands-on training program. And as our Dean Student Welfare mentioned, this has to happen in each semester to improve the personality of the students. maybe slightly difficult aspect to introduce that concept for all of you, because personality development is a continuous process wherein we'll come across improving your talking skills, interview skills, communication skills, all such aspects. Looking at the module which we have prepared, it is really requiring almost for a period of 6 months. There are many colleges or universities which are offering the courses on finishing school program almost for 1 semester, 1 year. But why it is so far 5 days plus 1 day in the University of Agricultural Sciences? You're all expertise in the discipline of agriculture. But to become a graduate person, a kind of qualities which need to be inculcated among each one of you, wherein certain things are becoming lacking among each one of you. Of course, this does exist in each of us in one or the other way. Maybe the communication is a major problem with most of the persons. But for the first time, just to get the feedback from each one of you, we have arranged this program for a period of 2 days. So whatever the knowledge which you gain, whatever the improvement things which can happen in your activities for a period of 2 days, which is being taught by Mr. Sagar. So a kind of feedback from each one of you is very, very useful. And this particular program is planned with 7 sessions, wherein Mr. Sagar will be giving you overall details of what exactly he is going to cover. I know it very well. It becomes very difficult to make each one of you with a perfect model to face the IAS mains. As Dr. Suresh was mentioning, so many a times we do right prelims and then the mains exam. But the quality of the personality with appearing before an interview committee is very important. So those kind of things cannot be taught within a period of 2 days. But this is an exercise from us also, maybe whether we can increase it to 5 days from now onwards after listening to you. Please give your feedback, whether it is a positive feedback or negative feedback. And these are all becoming lessons to us. Of course, it is a first time lesson to Mr. Sagar also, as he is facing the agricultural students for the first time in his 7 lakh students in his career. Because he took this platform for 2 minutes or so, but he has already understood the concept of all the students. I need to mention here at this moment, we have almost 9 modules of experiential learning program as a part of their hands-on training in the last semester before completing their degree program. All of them are really expertised. And I need to compliment each one of the ELHOT course teachers are also. Really, and for the first time, you made this in a very different way, wherein all the officers also been visited, interacted with you, and some of the aspects, as our Dean Student Welfare expert mentioned it to you, the yesterday's farm advertisement section is something really awesome. Similarly, our seed science and technology and apiculture, I need not mention all the 9 modules. Almost all of them are really excellent. You have put your efforts in a very, very befitting manner. But to become a good graduate, to fulfill the requirements, so this particular program will give you a very good overall view in your personality development with providing a good platform to acquire knowledge. Of course, our Honorable Vice Chancellor was supposed to be here during the time of inauguration, and because of his occupancy at this moment, so chairing a session with the Vice Chancellors from UK, and also our Director of Education was also supposed to be here. Maybe both of them will be joining tomorrow during the closing ceremony. And another important issue which I would like to mention here, if all goes well, our Honorable Director General ICR, Dr. Trilochan Mahapatra, will also be addressing us in the closing ceremony. I'm not assuring at this moment, but it will be finalized in today's evening, completing our program schedule. But he will be addressing you people in tomorrow's evening closing ceremony. So with this particular briefings as such, and I need to advise all the students to be here to utilize this particular program in a very good way. each and every steps or whatever the simple qualities in your lifestyle improvement from Mr. Sagar, what he is going to deliver is really useful to you. So I do not want to speak much because he has to take over the entire platform and engage you people for a period of 2 days. And I wish you all the very best. Have a comfortable finishing school program, and which we call it as he himself has given the title as essential skills for the agriculture students in the 21st century. So let me see how best our students will be really equipped after the academic qualifications of agriculture with the personality development skills, or entrepreneurship skills, or soft spoken skills, interview facing, stress management capacity building programs. So all such aspects need to be inculcated in you people. So I wish you all the very best, and I request Mr. Sagar to take care of all these activity. My HOT course teachers, HODs, who also will be here in some part of the other timings. And I wish all the students to utilize it. So looking at the number of students who are attending here, still there are another 50 to 100 students need to participate, as the number counts almost nearing to 400. So they need to join very soon and utilize this program. I wish you once again all the very best, and have a comfortable training program. And definitely we have the greater assurance that Sagar will take care of all of you very lively, and so maybe in a very comfortable way to impart his skills to you people. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir, for a very crisp and very short presidential remarks. And special thanks to you, sir, for creating such a beautiful and learning opportunity for our students. Thank you so much, sir. Last but not the least, vote of thanks is there now. I would like to request Dr. K. Murali, Technical Officer, Dean Agriculture Office, so propose vote of thanks.
Good morning. Well, so this is an inauguration program. We came to the end of this inauguration program because we want to reduce this time. So we all love to hear Mr. Sagar's speech. So on this occasion, I thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university, Dr. Rajendra Prasad sir. So he is the backbone for all the students program and all the research, everything. So on his absence, I thank Dr. Rajendra Prasad sir for having given all the opportunities and also helping the students program. So secondly, I also thank our Honorable DOE sir. So where he's supposed to come over here, because of his commitment, he is stuck in some of the programs. So on his absence also, I thank him for the support which he is rendering. So I also thank today's chief guest, Dr. Suresh sir, the Dean of Student Welfare, where the young and energetic man who is always helping the students program. I thank you for coming over this program, sir. Thank you. So I thank also Mr. Sagar, who is looking young and energetic and also looking like a Vivekananda. The face is so charming, and also he has given the Jalakari trailer. So in the Baki, they are in the Kerala. So I thank you, sir, for having come over here, and all of our students and the professors are allowed to hear your speeches. So thank you, sir, for coming over here. I thank our the respected Dean, Dr. M.B. Prakash sir. So who is innovative in some of the ideas. So he only told to call Mr. Sagar sir, so that the students will be benefited, because now the students are in the verge of moving out, so that some of the skills and other things should be imparted. So it is an occasion to call some important person, so that we can fill some more spirits to our outgoing students. So I thank our Dean, Dr. M.B. Prakash sir, for this occasion. Okay. I also thank all the 9 HOT module professors who are guiding our students. So so important already told by our Dean Agri and also the other professors and so all the people who are responsible for this program directly or indirectly. I thank one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Murli sir. Now we'll have a technical session or the lively session just 2-3 minutes later. I request all the students get up once and then be seated. All of you, please get up once. Please be seated. Just to break the minute. Thank you, one and all.
Will this be here, sir? Will this be here? Will it be minimized?
Thank you very much. I hope this will be a useful session. First, we'll start with knowledge aspect. We can reduce the volume. So that will help you understand regarding how much there is to learn still. ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾನು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ even that I will discuss in the course of this. Okay. Yeah, so where to start? I have told you regarding these right in the beginning I told you certain things that I was very naughty in school. Interesting journey ನಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ ನಗು ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಜರ್ನಿ ಆ ತರ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಐ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್. ನಾನು ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 10 ಸಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬ 20 ಸಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬ ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಹೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ರೂಢಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಬಹಳ ಹೊಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಓಕೆ ಆರ್ ಯು ರೆಡಿ? ಓಕೆ. I think once we get settled down, it will be much better. Okay, thank you. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೊಡೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೊಡಿತಿದ್ರು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನೀನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್, ಮದರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್, ಮದರ್ 4 ಜನ ಅಪ್ಪಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಜೀವಂತ ಟೀಚರ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. I am very happy to be a teacher now. Everybody in the family is teacher, professors. So ನನಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಓದೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಹೊಡಿತಲೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಕ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ವಾ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬರಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಈ ಚರ್ಚೆನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಾಹಿತಿಗಳು ಸೇರಿದ್ರು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಬ್ಬೋ 50-60 ಇದ್ರು, ನಾವು ಸಮಾಜ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸೋಣ ಅಂತಿದ್ರು. ನಾನಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ 60 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸಮಾಜ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸೋಣ ಅಂತಿದ್ರಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾದ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ KGF 2 ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಜ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸೋಣ ಅಂತಿದೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಯಂಗರ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಯಂಗರ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಸ್. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.